How you doing, guys? Couldn't keep you guys waiting any longer. Couldn't keep you waiting in the background. Guys, what a game. What a game. Get in there. Get in there. Lovely, lovely. Half time. Come on, guys. Let's be honest. Honest, guys. Half time. How many of you were worried? How many of you were worried at half time? City losing 1-0. PSG dominating the game. How many of you were worried? And I would have said it. I'd have told you if I did a halftime stream, I would have told you, stay calm. We're only 1/4 of the way through the game. City will get a period of dominance. And here's the thing, guys. If City score, PSG bottle it. Yeah, and you saw that. PSG bottled it after City scored. They lost. Their heads went down. I mean, that second goal was... that second goal. How can you do that as professional players? How can you do it? How can you do that as professional players in the wall to break apart? How can you do that? And City, I mean, Mahrez, I'll tell you what, it was a poor free kick. It really was a poor free kick. If those guys hadn't moved, it'd have hit them, whatever, in the midriff, okay, in the torso. It was a poor free kick, but they moved. And City scored that goal. What a win. What a win, Jack. Let's go through some of your comments, guys. Otherwise, it'll just be me. Hard says, what a game. That was amazing. Says JRX, my heart has dropped out of my chest. That was unreal. Hit that like button, guys. Hit that like button. Happy with the 2-1, but feel we could have, really hard. I think we should have scored 3 goals. I mean, that chance Foden, if he'd scored it at the end, man, what a goal that would have been. And what about that chance where Rodri was through? And nobody came. Nobody went when Rodri went through it out wide and he cut in. Nobody went in for the tap-in. We could have had 2 players, and it wasn't taking a risk. You know, the Foden and KDB were there. They could have gone in. 3-1, game's over. PSG wouldn't even bother turning up in the second tie, really. They'd given it up. Cannot speak now. Been screaming this whole time. JRX, Abhishek, how you doing, buddy? Faris. Bet you guys are happy. Faris says, come on. Boo, this is brilliant result. Could have been more. Honestly, if we'd scored 3 or 4, you know, I was going to say that's the frustration. That's the frustration that Har just said. I feel the same. We should have got that 3rd goal. We should have, you know, I don't understand it because we had the extra man. So we could commit without taking a risk. I don't understand when that, especially that Rodri one. The Foden one was great. He hit at the keeper saved it. Okay, fine. But the Rodri one, when he was through, nobody went, nobody even tried. You know, we could have had that. We could have had that 3-1. First half had me worried, says Hard. Abhishek couldn't be happier. What a win, says Jack. City created nothing the first half. It was tough, that first half, Hard. Because once PSG got into a rhythm, we found it difficult to knock them off their stride. You know, they were dealing with us. Let's be honest. I said they were mixing up. I thought they might not press us at all. They weren't really pressing us that much. But when we tried to bring it out, then they put the pressure on and they narrowed that game, or they made it quite tight and compact. You know, and Ford in the first half, I was worried for him but I was thinking he's not had any support. He's not had the ball hardly. So how can he create? Mahrez was doing bits on decent stuff on the other side. Poor Foden. But second half, we came out and showed them. We just needed that goal. Got that goal. And PSG, as I said, they bottled it. Their heads went down. You could see it. You know, if I was on a stream, I would have said their heads have gone down. This is a time to score. And then look what they did in that wall. You know, I was expecting it 2-1 PSG outside. Says Prithvi. Beyond giving what a performance in the second half. Happy days. Happy for Omar El Digger. I wasn't worried because that performance was so bad. We had to get better. I don't think it was just us, Faris. You know, got to give them credit. Got to give them credit because they've got a little bit of skill. Anyway, let's try and keep up. We were absolutely lucky to get going 1-0 down. Absolutely real. That was like an out-of-body experience in both goals. When we were dominating the second half, Stones had Mbappe on lock. Oh, Stones was, I thought, very good. I thought Stones was very good against someone like Mbappe. Look, Mbappe had him on toast. I remember in the second half at one point when he crossed it in for Verratti. I think we were still losing 1-0. But Stones did actually well. Standing Mbappe And so, got to give Stones big credit. Cameron's that Wolf's on fire. We're on fire. Then was diving all really bad spots. Really bad was Abhishek. There was one where he went down. He actually kicked, was it Walker or whoever the City player was? He knocked the ball past and then he kicked the guy's foot and went down and got the free kick. Ridiculous. City till I die 1994. Absolutely buzzing. Prithvi told you. Pep should have started Zinchenko. He made a huge difference. He was a bit poor when he first come on. His passing was atrocious. But difference was... But he had to take, was it Cancelo off because he was going to get... He was on a yellow. I'll tell you what, before half time, my neighbour comes round because his missus had made us some food. So he goes, man, starts gassing with me. I'm thinking, I want to go and watch the match, man. I want to go and watch the match. We could make it to the finals for the first time, says Jack. Absolutely. We got this. We just have to control at home, JRX. Get a goal at home. They know they need two. And they need one. And they can play cautiously and hope to get us on the break because you only need one goal and then you're through. No, you're not. Sorry. They need 2 goals. I get it right. They need 2 goals to get through. Okay? Same like against Dortmund. If we can score a goal, they're looking at it and say, we need 3 goals to get through. We're going to get 3 goals to get through. Or 2 goals to get extra time. City scored 2 goals, obviously. The game's done. Alexandros, how you doing, mate? So happy. To be honest, even when we were losing, I still believed in the team. Honestly, I'm so proud to be a Citizen. KDB goal was so weird. Poor by Navas. Well, Jack, it's hard. It's really tough for Navas because he's got to move late. Okay, he's expecting someone to touch the ball. I mean, Stones could have touched it. Someone could have knocked it on when it was in the air, and then he has to go the other way. So you have to make a decision. Do you commit yourself to following the flight of the ball, then being flat-footed and be lying on the floor while the ball goes the other way, or do you just stick around? I think he probably did the right thing. You stick around. You stick where you are because to give yourself a chance if someone gets a touch on it. But hey, went straight in. Maybe move across a little bit in case it does do that. But hey, I tell you, I'm not complaining. Cancelo can't start the second leg. Very good from Pep to make the sub, and props to Zinchenko. He made the differences, Jerex. Rodri was amazing in this game. Jack, he had a couple of bad touches actually from Rodri, but generally the game was pretty decent. Pep made the crucial sub. KDB looked lazy, but I understand that because he must be tired and just returned from injury. He doesn't get a week off. KDB will get a week off now. A lot of these players will get a week off. Put your feet up. Let's go again against Palace. Rodri was giving the ball away a lot, says Harge. Rodri's second half was a masterclass. Walker was on fire, says KDB better be rested versus Palace. He will be hard. He will be. What can I can't say I'll shave my head if KDB starts. If KDB starts, I'll shave my head live on a stream. How does that go? That's a bit daft to do that. Anyway, Walker man of the match for Hard. Pep made the correct sub today. Cancelo was bad. Says Abhishek. I don't think it was bad. We had a poor performance in that first half. It was not Cancelo's fault, but he had the yellow card and he was always at risk. And he actually did some good bits in the second half, Cancelo, before he came off. Cancelo was the worst on the pitch. I'm not saying he had a great game, but I think the way people are saying it, he's slagging him off, and I think that's a little bit harsh. Mbappe never got out of DS's pocket. Well, I think Stone sorted out Mbappe, didn't he? Mbappe versus Walker, pace battle. Walker showed him what time it was. Mbappe just got that run wrong. I don't think he knew Walker was belting it down, chasing him down. PSG tied. We had more gears to get into. Absolutely, JRX. They'd given up. They were kicking us, and that's why obviously Idrissa got sent off. But they were kicking us, and petulantly, it was terrible. Good win tonight, says Harry. Could have been better. I don't think we can. They can beat us at home. Neymar was threatening, but Mbappe only had one moment in danger, says Harge. PSG gave all they had in the first half. Beautiful ball, genius from Ivan Bravo. Di Maria, what a guy on fire. PSG could have to score 2 goals versus us. We should play dominating football, Harge. Absolutely. They score 1 goal, they're out. Okay, so we got to tell ourselves we got to score. If we score 1 goal and they score 2, it's extra time. Okay, if we score 2 goals, they're out. If we score 2 goals, they need to score 4 goals to beat us. Ain't happening, guys. Well, yeah, 3 goals. Sorry. If we score 2 goals, they need 3. We can't be losing 3. We can't. I've said it many times. I don't like this zonal marking. I don't mind a mix of maybe 6 or 7 players zonal marking, and then others are free to watch the runs. But it didn't work. It didn't work a few times. And look at the difference between their corners and ours. Every one of their corners felt like there was a chance. It felt dangerous. They are always having someone across the front post. Our corners were, in comparison, were poor. Look at that. All right, Di Maria put some great corners in, but they had chances from it. I think there was one that I remember in the first half, Edison saved. There was another one, obviously the goal. There was another one. Was it in the second half when it was Di Maria? It was a poor corner or a poor header, but he got across. It was a bit short and low, but he got across the near post and got his head on it, and anything can happen. KDB, what's wrong with him? He was shaky sometimes and not in the best top form. PSG, the back four in the second half was brilliant, says Faris. To be honest, Neymar needs to get some flopping out of his game. What a joke, says Jerex. I took Edison coming out was crucial, says Faris. Absolutely. He got one good, I remember one where he cleared about 70, 80 yards. Gate tackle was a deserved red. Those types of tackles at the bottom of the foot is a career ending. Well, I've always said those are deliberate, dangerous play. Okay, you're scraping down someone's Achilles. Gundogan was lucky. He could have been out for 3 months. It could have been worse. You can't be going around and allowing people to do that. Yeah, PSG dominated that first half. Ref was a joke before our first goal. Then he was nice to us towards the end anyway. But he gave some lousy free kicks to them, and he didn't give us a few. What did he send? Oh, it's a red for me, Faris. I hate that kind of tackle. Some people will say it's a yellow card, but I hate that kind of tackle because all you're trying to do is hurt the other player. You're not going for the ball. You're going to deliberately hurt the other player. It's not on. If we start scoring in Manchester, we'll be going through for sure. Otherwise, it may be a dangerous situation. Absolutely. Zinchenko to start the second leg. We'll see. We'll see. Guys, I'm not keeping up, am I? Abhishek says it was a definite red. Harry says a red. Walker, KDB, Foden, Mahrez, rest versus Palace. Oh, I think loads more than that, Haj. I don't mind resting 7 or 8. Players need a rest and get that cryo treatment. Even throw Zach Steffen in again. Hi, Angus. We did it. Absolutely. I'm not sure we're officially the greatest yet, Angus. Give us a chance, man. Give us a chance. Can Chelsea improve the second half? I agree with GRX. Do you think DS should get a rest versus Palace? Absolutely. Garcia Laporte. You can put Fernandinho on Laporte. Why not Fernandinho on Laporte? But Garcia and Laporte is a good option, Haj. I agree. Hope Gundogan recovers. I think he'll be fine, Angus. I thought Gundogan was going to be out for the rest of the season. That was a shocking tackle, Haj, yeah. Pep won the battle, absolutely. Give everyone a rest against Palace, all the 11 players. I don't mind a couple playing, Prithvi. I don't mind a couple playing, but not much more than that. The marking at corners was Bobbins. We need to work on that. Harry wasn't marking. It's zonal marking. That's the problem. And as soon as one of their players breaks past... see, this is the thing. The guy broke past Gundogan and nobody really went to him. More score prediction for the Palace game. It's too soon. I'm not going to worry about that. I need a rest this week and my blood pressure through the roof, says GRX. Aguero should start versus Palace. Aguero. How about this? Aguero, Jesus, and Torres. Hey. Laporte should start against Palace. I totally agree, Angus. You see, Portugal looked a mess. He couldn't believe that. That header Marquinhos Scott was a gift. No one bothered to mark him. Well, he brushed past Gundogan, and then there was zonal marking left nobody on him. Really hate that. I think Jesus should play second leg. He can hold the ball up and press crazy. It's a good idea, Haj. But I want the goal. I want a goal, and then they know they're in trouble. I mean, they know they're in trouble anyway. They need 2 goals. Report for Palace too, says Jerex. Bernardo Silva have to say, we don't want that, says Abhishek. I agree. Really had a chance to score more, especially from red card and after, but we had a good passing game. Yeah, I agree. Alexandros Hartis, Bernardo Silva should also play second leg. Need the energy. Angus, we are now... here's the thing. At half-time, when they said we are 17 games, 17 away wins on the bounce, a record for any English club, I think they said. At that point, I thought, we'll get 18. We'll get 18. Hey, guys, that's what I should be doing. I should be doing the away wins. I should have done that once the consecutive wins were gone. I should have done it on the away wins, my running. But, hey, I can go running tomorrow. My self-isolation is finished. Get in, boys. Wise, says Akash. The Cancelo sub changed the game, says Faris. I'm sure Stilling will start versus Palace Hard. Absolutely. Hey, Angus, you're going to sleep well. Yeah, absolutely. Really happy with the win. Time to focus on the second leg. I do wish we got the that would have been not just the icing on the cake, but it would have been the death knell for PSG. They could have come to Manchester and beaten us 2-0 and gone out. Yeah, they would have known they'd have had to score at least 3 goals in Manchester, at least 3 goals. So it's frustrating a little bit, but hey, you got to be happy that we actually won the game. It's a fabulous achievement to go and win in Paris. Feels good. Feels good, guys. Feels really, really good. Really, really good. To beat them in Paris with that second half performance. I mean, we cruised it. We crushed them in the second half, in my opinion. They are always going to have those opportunities because when you got people like Neymar, when you got Di Maria, and we saw Di Maria taking Gundogan, even at 32, he's skipped past Gundogan. When you got Di Maria, when you got Neymar, when you've got Mbappe, clearly you've got chances. Clearly. Now, come on. Do we chase Mbappe? I mean, Mbappe had tremendous skill. But in games like this, you need somebody to be able to dribble. And in that second half, we saw Bernardo Silva do some dribbling, Foden do some dribbling, Mahrez do some dribbling, even Rodri was doing some dribbling. You know, it's unbelievable to see Rodri dribbling past, was it 3 men? I can't believe that. Hard says he was literally craving for that 3rd goal. Impressed with our mentality after going down to JRX. Yeah, we could have caved, but we stuck at it. Angus got the score prediction right. Hey. Very good, man. That extra away goal would have felt like 2 normal goals. Absolutely hard. It makes such a difference, because they knew they'd have had to score 3 goals without reply. They'd have had to beat us by 3 goals. I mean, how many teams can beat us by 3 goals? That's how big it was if we'd got that 3rd goal. The best player in PSG is Marquinhos. He is underrated, reads the play so well, and also scores. I felt Sterling should have come on in the background in the 80th minute. His runs would have exposed him. I agree, Akash. Then who'd you take off? Because at that point, maybe you take off KDB, but at that point, Mahrez was doing well, Bernardo was doing all right, Foden was doing all right. Who'd you take off? Probably one of the great second halves of the season. The result means so much for us. A fabulous achievement, says Angus, absolutely, mate. Who should be in midfield with Furner against Palace? That's a tough one. Depends who your fullbacks are. And that's the truth. I would be playing Cancelo and Mendy. I play Cancelo and Mendy. You could play Zinchenko in midfield. I would probably do that. Play Zinchenko in midfield. Why not? Up front, Aguero, Sterling. Here we go. Torres, Aguero, Sterling, Jesus. Those 4 between them. So you could play Sterling as an attacking midfielder. I don't know who the second attacking midfielder would be. Adrian Benavi. Get one of the kids from. Oh, that would be awesome. Bring in Cole Palmer from the academy or something like that. I don't know who the second will be. I think we will have 3 or 4 first teamers. I think we'll still have 3 or 4 first teamers. Completely agree with you, Mr. Abhishek. Let's get back. Marquinhos is 184 tall. He isn't the biggest compared to the others. That's 14 centimeters taller than me, which is about, let's say, 5.5 inches. He's only just over 6 foot. Same with Dortmund. We looked horrible in the first half and dominated the second. Did Diaz slip? When the header went in, GRX, Diaz was marking a man, and he fell over that fella. Whoever he was marking, he fell over him. And it's just, I don't know if the guy was blocking him as well, but he couldn't push him out of the way. Part of me felt that Diaz was focused too much on the man instead of where the ball was and watching what was going on. He was more bothered about the man because there was referee a few times kept talking to them at corners for manhandling. All players should be rested for the Palace game and should be fresh for the second leg. PSG can't afford that, though should help us control the next game more. Abhishek says, but this could turn out to be dangerous. We need to be on top of our game from the start of the game. Absolutely. Edison had more touches than Mbappe today, 31 to 30. John Ali, John, you here, man? Zinchenko was brilliant when he came on, so composed and played good forward passes. Don't know the formation, but yeah, says Haj. What do we do about the corners? It's a weakness, Jerax. What can you do? Teams will exploit it. Teams can see it and exploit it. I don't know why they haven't exploited it more this season. Maybe other teams don't get enough corners. But back scores as well. It's very important that we have the balls to react at a game not going well. I think that's a great sign. We didn't used to have that since Alexandros. We have to start EDS players for Palace game. All our squad must be fresh. No, I don't agree with that, Akash. I don't agree with that at all, because I just want to put it to bed. If we beat Palace and United don't win, we win the title. So get it put to bed. Rest as many players as you want. As many players as you want. I would still play Cancelo and Zinchenko and Mendy and Laporte, maybe Garcia, Fernandinho, and basically the guys who haven't played today: Torres, Aguero, Jesus, Sterling. That's my front four. Fernandinho, and then you need one more attacking midfielder. Why can't that be Zinchenko? Give him a try. See, people, they're not going to be tired. Okay, they're not going to be really tired, and get a lead and then take people off. Bring some kids on. You can play some of the kids, Faris. I wouldn't say play. Look, I've just gone through a team there where you can play. Where the only issue we've got is attacking midfielder. Okay, we've got an attacking midfielder issue and a right centre back and fullbacks issue. Okay, so for fullbacks, I still will play Mendy on the left, on the right play Cancelo, because if you're going to start Zinchenko the next game, then Mendy and Cancelo should start against Palace with Garcia and Laporte. Okay, if you do that, Fernandinho in front of them, Sterling and an attacking midfielder and you bring someone from the kids. Bring someone from the kids. I can't think of anybody else I've missed out. Bring someone from the kids. And up front, you play Jesus, Aguero, and Torres. Look, if Aguero doesn't start on Saturday, you know he's got a problem. Revenge for the quarterfinals against Pochettino, says Jack. I think Bernardo should be rested against Spurs. Should play, sorry. I don't know. Give Stefan a game. Was that Stefan will play? Hi, Quick Killer. Would you use Fernandinho for the second leg? Blue Moon, man. I don't know, Quick Killer. Why would you do it? Because the way I look at it is they need 2 goals. I understand that. Do you go ultra? The worry for me is if you go ultra defensive and then you let the couple of goals in, yeah, it can happen. They rely on people like, as I said, their front three. They rely on Di Maria, Mbappe and Neymar creating the magic. But I just want us to score. I want us to control the game and I want us to score. That puts more pressure on them. Even though 1 goal doesn't make that much difference because they still need 2. They need at the start of the game, they needed 2. If we score 1 goal, they still need 2 to get into extra time. But I think psychologically it makes a difference for us to score because they know if we score again, that's it. You know, that's it. And that's going to be playing on their minds. Start Delap. Oh, I missed that. Abhishek. Start Delap and Jesus and Aguero. I totally. Delap, yeah. Why can't we start Delap? Why can't we could play Tommy Doyle? You know, we could play 4-2-1-3. We could play Tommy Doyle with Fernandinho. In front of him, we could have Sterling. In front of him, we could have Aguero, Jesus, and Torres. There you go. Edison was clutch with that clearance against Mbappe. People tend to forget those. Oh, yeah, it was a great clearance. Hard just wants to see Aguero play. Absolutely, mate. I want to see him again. I want to see Stefan start. Want Andy fit? Absolutely, Akash. Faris says, I would go Stefan, Mendy, Cancelo, Laporte. Ake, you can't do that. You can't have Laporte and Ake as your centre-backs. Pep won't do that. Fernandinho, Bernardo, Palmer, Aguero, Jesus, Sterling. What about Torres? Why aren't you playing Torres? I don't understand that. Why are you playing Bernardo and not Torres? Hopefully Liverpool stop United or draw. Yeah, a draw would do me, Faris, because we only need 3 points then. Eddie so vital for second leg. Maybe Stefan should. I hope Stefan will be in for the weekend. Hey, Ahmed. Hey. What a team, Algerian King. Well, I did say it was a terrible free kick. It really was a poor free kick. But hey, It ended up in the back of the net. That's all that matters. Fallen the best, but not yet. Good vibe says Zizou. Fernandinho is well suited for the second leg. Quickly is that Ragnar Lothbrok. Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. Riyad's marriage freak was just crazy. The wall of PSG. It's just crazy hard. It was just stupid. Yeah, our goals were lucky, Faris, but you've got to be in there. Look. To score goals, and we didn't. So, hey, we'll take that look. We'll take that look. All that matters is we scored. We scored. Do you think Pep has told the players specifically not to counter often? I see that we get many opportunities and we slow up the attack. It's what we do, Akash. I don't think we're as gung-ho as we used to be. I don't think we are. We don't go for these quick breaks as in the numbers we used to, give you everything, because there's a risk that on one of these quick breaks they can get back, dispossession and mount their own counter. Hey, Zizou, come on, City. KDB, man of the match. I'm not sure about that. I think most people go for Riyad Mahrez, won't they? A goal is goal. Doesn't matter how they come. Absolutely, Abhishek. Doesn't matter at the end of the day. Look, we won. That's all that matters. All that matters, guys, is City won the game. Oh, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. It's not over yet, guys. It's not over till the fat lady sings. It's not over till the fat lady sings, and I'm not going there. Chris Welsh, I'm not going there. Yeah, Mahrez, man of the match. Some people said Walker had a great game. I think Stones had a pretty decent game. Foden came into it in the second half. Some nice bits of dribbling from him. KDB had some moments. I think a lot of players had moments. They had moments in that game. Yes, Spencer had 2 away goals. I tell you what, I couldn't ask for more than that. I said the minimum I wanted was a score draw, and if we could win, that would be great. And hey, look, we got the win, so you gotta be happy with that, guys. Let's calm down. I'm gonna. Yeah, I think Gundogan's okay. Spencer Matt, we'll find out. He's going to get a week off, so I think he'll be all right. The fact is that he carried on the game. Hopefully he'll be fine. Sometimes you're able to finish a game and then you're out for weeks, but I think he'll be all right. Edison had a great game, kept us in the game where we were 1-0 down. Man of the match is KDB. Mbappe's first Champions League game, where he has had no shots. Hey, look at our defense. See you later, Abhishek. See you. Yeah, it's all right. So the whole back four was great. Absolutely, you can't. But I thought people said we're slagging off Cancelo. Look, the bottom line is we won. We won away from home. We grew a pair in that second half. We showed what we could do. As soon as we scored that goal, we were so confident. You could see us passing it in tight areas, in difficult situations, so much better than we were doing in the first half. Yeah, so Neymar's got incredible close control. But let's wind it down, guys. It's 10:30. I'm sure some of you need some shut-eye. Jessica Cooney talks about fancy Chelsea to beat City in the final. Hey. Let the teams get there, Spencer Smart. Let them get there first, and then we'll talk about it. Hey, freaks. Mahrez. What did I tell you? He's the man. People were talking about dropping him. Nah, not me. Neymar spends more time on the ground. It is frustrating. It really is frustrating the way Neymar plays. But he's a threat, and that's the frustrating thing. He's such a good player. And then he goes out and does some crap like that. Faris, on that note, Faris, let's knock it on the head. Guys, thanks a lot for coming on tonight. It's been good fun. It's been a very hard day for City. City have come good. Got to be happy. Roll on next week in Manchester. Guys, have a great day. I'll catch you tomorrow. We'll do the post-match player ratings. That's Thursday. Friday, we'll do the Pep's press conference. I think a lot of what I'm going to do now, guys, on the channel most of the time is press conference the day before a game, the game day itself, and the player ratings. I'll try and do the player ratings every day. So you'll get, if we're playing twice a week, you'll get 6 shows a week, and then the odd special now and again. But guys, thanks for coming on. Take it easy. Have a great evening, guys, and up the Blues.